here we're at the back part of the farm. So this is a little 20-acre field right here. I'm gonna unfortunately get into the sunshine a little bit, but all kinds of things can happen back here. Here's Megan and Rachel's 3 little furries running, enjoying the farm. So Rachel dug a hole back here. We're gonna put a little outhouse back here in the very near future. So since we had the auger on the tractor for planting the trees, we said, well, let's dig our hole for our outhouse. And so Julie's already needing an outhouse.
Oh my gosh. What?
I said Julie was already needing an outhouse. Yeah, make sure nobody falls in that hole, Rachel. None of the dogs.
Full of water.
You're kidding, it is?
Yep, completely full.
Wow, we dug this. This, unfortunately, can be a really wet area. And at the moment, it's pretty wet. Oh, wow.
We dug that thing down 3 foot, 4 foot deep. However big that auger
yeah,
is.
however deep the auger goes. It's
We
full
took it
of
all
water.
the way down.
Look how much water. When we dug it, it was like a river was flowing through the hole. I guess we need to pick our tools up too that we left.
Oh, we threw them out here?
Yeah, right there.
Ah.
But anyway, we have plans for back here. I don't know how successful we're going to be, but we're going to see. Now we're going to walk to the very back. We've got a little stream that is our back border.
That low.
Yeah, it's kind of wet all back here. I'm wearing flip-flops at the moment. Thankfully, it has warmed up. I'm so glad. But you can see up in here, this is a little wooded area. So a nice mixture. We got pines, we got oak trees, we got silver maples. What are some of our other trees that are out here? I can't even think at the moment. It'll come to me. But there's a couple different things out here. What are y'all doing, girls? Y'all smelling all kinds of things? And of course, what all lives out here? Well, you know, deer, of course, turkeys. We used to have a flock of turkeys and a peahen lived with them. So the little female peacock, it was so cute to see them all together. And then in the spring, the male peacocks would show up, 2 of them.
Oh, we had somebody lose their shirt back here.
Yeah, I guess at some point Bond left his shirt out here. It's kind of faded now. but you know, it's a nice spot, I think. It does have poison ivy. That's one of the bad things. We gotta maybe try to get rid of some of the poison ivy. We're still walking to the back here to the stream.
Apple has really dark teeth too. Not as bad as Julie though.
So normally back here we would have all those bracken ferns growing up, and this place would kind of look like Jurassic Park with all the ferns everywhere. So you keep waiting for a dinosaur or something to jump out at you, but it's just ferns. There are snakes out here, I have to admit, but you know, I try to keep this little area mowed. And then you see, we must have had some sort of wind or something come through here. Who knows? Maybe another tornado. So it took this little tree down. So that tree, oh, well, that's one of the trees we have, poplars. We do have a lot of poplars up in here. So that's one of them there. But here's our stream. And when our youngest son, when his dogs come, oh my God, they had the best time back here. Running, jumping off the banks, playing in all the water. Huh?
The dogs getting ready to go in?
They're gonna do it too. Going in, y'all. See, if Winston and Peach were here, they'd be flying in there like crazy animals. Oh, Apple, what was it? You pointing? But I love this little area back here. So besides all the deer and turkeys, we have supposedly some bears. I have never seen them, but there are supposed to be some back here. The guy who helps take care of these trees, he said he'll be out here early in the morning, and he's seen a couple bears, mama bears with some babies. And I used to run into one of the Florida panthers out here with her baby. And I would see her, we would have, you know, pile a bunch of sticks around, and she built herself a little nest up under all the sticks. So she and the baby would run around. And for 2 years, she came and had a cub over here. And then I haven't seen her again, so I don't know what happened to her. But, I mean, there's a lot of nice trees, nice sized trees all up in here. So this is where I would like to put like a little observation deck up here. Build something up, and everybody could just come up here and hang out and just see, you know, who does come out at night. I'm looking at that gall on that oak tree.
Is it like a bee's nest?
Yeah, it looks like one, but I know it's not. I think it's just a gall. Can't really tell.
What you doing over there, Apple?
Nothing's flying in and out. I think it's just a gall on it. But it does sort of look like a hornet nest or something.
There goes Apple.
Yep, now to get in. I know that water is freezing cold.
What are you doing, Apple?
Yeah, you can go and play. We don't care. So obviously this is a deer crossing right here. You can see some of the deer tracks. Like right there. And right there is a deer track. And all the water here is a dark colored water. I think here and in North Florida and stuff, the rivers, they have all these tannins in the water, which makes it real dark coming out of the soil, from the trees, from everything, sort of adding to that dark brown kind of water. I don't think any fish live in this thing. I've never seen any. But you can see here the water's moving kind of fast through here. We even have a little island over there. Uh-oh. What was that, Julie? Coughing?
Julie, don't eat the grass. Harley. Come on, Harley.
Harley.
Did you see her little ears?
Yeah.
poking out?
Come on, girl. Here she comes. The last few years, it's just been kind of wet back here. We've been getting plenty of winter rains. So that's why this is this overgrown mess over here. Hadn't really been able to get in there and mow it.
That is a beautiful view, though.
It is.
Standing back here just looking up at the orchard.
Yeah. Well, that's because we love the trees. We love the
true.
pecans. And it is pretty.
With the dog.
We have a few other things that grow out here, just kind of wild. We have some persimmons, some wild persimmons. So they look just like a big persimmon, except little. And the trees are just loaded with them. And you'll see as they get ripe, the deer and maybe the raccoons, I don't know who climbs up in that tree, they'll pick them all. So if we want any, we don't get them. We can get them when they're not ripe, but not when they ripen up. And then in the overgrown areas, you know, there'll be lots and lots of elderberries, lots of the wild grapevines, so wild muscadines. We have some, what happened? Did you hurt your hand? Who knows? Probably stepped on something. There's some thistles up in there. She may have stepped on a thistle. Hopefully not a snake. Julie, come on. I don't know. I think she probably got in a... Well, here's a bunch of wild blackberries down here. Everybody's starting to sprout. The field is coming to life. Plenty of ants. This is a small mound, but those are everywhere up in here. I just noticed some of the Confederate Jasmine is blooming. Hadn't even noticed that before. Just saw it. That's that little yellow flowering vine thing up here. It's pretty. A lot of people do plant it in their yards. There's a flower. And these things, this I wish we could just totally do away with, but you really can't. These are wax myrtles. And I think long ago, 100 years or more, they wanted all these wax myrtles, and they collected the wax out of them or something. I guess they did oil or candles or something, which I don't know how in the world they got that out of there, but people used to use it for something. I myself would like every one of them gone. So back here is another area that I like. It touches the stream, but you have to go a little bit into the woods to get it. And this is a total muddy mess here. But we've got a lot of nice trees up in here. This is where, oh, what just got in my hair? I am hoping that we can put some little A-frames back here. Oh man, I'm gonna be stuck in this mud. What you doing, Apple? Running. So this is where we used to burn a bunch of fires. So we collected a bunch of rocks from central Georgia to make a fire pit over here. This was our old fire pit spot. Just gotta burn it all and then put the rocks around it. But this is another area we had been clearing out, and this is where we're gonna build some little A-frames to let people come stay out here who just, I mean, you know, it's so quiet and peaceful. You just hang out here all day. Then at night, come over here and build your fire. Have your s'mores, barbecue, whatever. So that's kind of the goal for this area back here. And if you can see in the very back, that's where the stream is running. So it follows the whole back of our property. It's our back property line. And this will be the fire pit, this mess. And I have baskets out here. We used to keep a bunch of firewood in it, so we'll get back to it. All right, I hear the truck going. That must mean Rachel's like, come on and let's go. So, turning it off.